Shit. Is it? Oh, there you go. Shalom, shalom. It's Brother Solomon, Brother Sean, brothers of WFI, Milwaukee, right? And we back at it again on another Shabbat, right? Shabbat shalom to all the commandment keepers. Shabbat shalom to all the repenting Israelites, whether you in the camp or not. Peace and blessings to you and your family. Shabbat shalom to all the elders, right? And tonight we just want to get a quick lesson on if you your brother's keeper or not, right? Because you got a lot of people out here that say, well, I love my brother. I'm my brother's keeper for sure. Or I'm a kill for this brother. I would do woo 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 for this brother, right? But for one, is it in righteousness? That's the first question we gotta ask. And for two, are you really a brother? We gotta examine the whole matter, right? So I'm gonna kick it off with Salakia. I want to share my whole screen. Okay, boom. Oh, damn, what I done did? Salakia. Okay, there we go. So first, I'm gonna kick it off with the book of Genesis. This is what the whole lesson is based off of. Genesis 4 and chapter 9. Salakia 4 and verse 9. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? So as we know, Cain and Abel, they was blood brothers, right? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? So, this kind of Cain scoffing the Lord, like, hey, am I my brother's keeper? Like, am I supposed to have this nigga in my back pocket, like Jacob say today? Right? Am I supposed to, like, this nigga don't follow me around? Am I my brother's keeper? Right? So, that's the whole lesson what we going into the night, right? Examining that matter on if we really are brothers keepers or not. Right? So I'm gonna go to the book of First John, chapter 4. 1 John 4 and 20. This is the book of First John, chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen? So what that's saying is, right, it's saying what it say. You literally, is no such thing as you love God if you hate your brother, right? The Lord says you're a liar, right? So if you despise your brother, let's say, for example, your brother kind of drunk the last little bit of the almond milk in a jug, right? So now you just telling yourself, oh, I hate this nigga, man. I'm gonna kill him. I can't stand him. He get on my nerves, right? I can't deal with this nigga, right? That's you hate your brother. And that's so like the Lord say, right? There's no way you can love me because you don't even love your brother, right? Your brother out there standing in the cold on the bus stop, you won't even stop to check on him. You won't stop to see if he needs something, see if he need a coat, see if he needs some socks, right? It's 20 degrees outside. Not literally, but just hypothetical. It's 20 degrees outside, right? And you just riding past the brother. You in your 580 Benz, you in your Beamer, heat going, blasting. You doing good. And then you got your brother on the bus stop, right? Another Israelite, and you just right, you like, hey, it ain't me. Shit, I ain't out there. I'm good. And you kind of just cruise by, man, with your tent up, right? The brother kind of on the bus stop trying to wave you down, trying to ask for a coat or some assistance, and you just float right past him, right? There's no way you can do stuff like that to your brother and say that you love God. You cannot hate your brother. And it says, "For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?" So what the Lord is saying, that's talking to me, like Solomon. How can you say how can you love me? This the Lord talking to me. How can you love me, yet you hate the brother Sean and you be with him every week? It don't make sense. It's it's not righteous, right? It's not righteous to hate your brother. It's a literal sin, right? So if you hate your brother, you don't, there's no way you can love the Lord. If you hate another so-called black, Native American, or Hispanic, there's no way you can love the Lord, right? Whether your mama birthed them, whether your pops, whether he your pop's seed, no matter what the case, if he's your brother and you hate that man, you do not love the Lord, and you need to mend that relationship with that brother, right? To get in the Lord's good graces, right? So moving along, I'm gonna go to, because now we gotta examine Salakia. We gotta examine, exactly what a brother is. Because anybody can say they're your brother. Jake love to get drunk. Oh, I love you, bro. I love you. But one damn take a bullet for you. Or one damn let you sleep on his couch. If you down bad, get evicted. Right? And we know that in today's time, that word brother is just thrown around. Right? You got Jake and Eve now started in Atlanta, but Jake out here calling everybody they twin. Don't even look alike. Brother, you light skinned with a fro, and brother, you dark skinned, with a damn bald head. Right? So that term brother is getting thrown all around the place now. It's getting thrown everywhere, tossed to and fro. Right? So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. So this Yahushua, right? This Yahushua finna start speaking. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brother stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, this Yahushua finna speak, who is my brother and who are my brethren? So the Lord, like, hey, who is my mother? Who is my brother? Right? And he's not a fool. He know that Mary Magdalene is his mother. He know who his brothers is. He know the disciples his brothers, right? But he asking a question like, who is my mother and who is my brother? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, behold, my mother and my brethren. So Yahushua, he reached out and embraced the disciples. And he like, hey, you're my mother and my brother. Of course, it's I can't think he not being literal, but he like, hey, Paul, Salaki, hey, Peter, John, right? Matthew, you my brother. You my mother and brother. Salaki. Verse 49. No, verse 50. For whosoever, so how did he know? What made him tell the disciples that, hey, you my brother and my mother? So verse 50, that's the point. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So Yahweh shall like, hey, if you keeping the commandments, right, you are my brother and sister and mother. You are my people, right? So let's look at that in 2024. We in the truth. We brothers of WFI. We watchmen for Israel, right? And the brothers that's surrounding us, that's that do the work with us, no matter what city they in, right? That's our brother. That's our mother. That's our sister. That's our uncle, etc., etc. Because why? Because they keeping the laws of God. So I ain't even got to use Watchmen for Israel. No matter if it's a brother in Sakari, IUIC, ISUPK, Sons of Thunder, HOI, Sons of Zion, the Anointed House of Saints. No matter what congregation you in, no matter when you decide to keep the Sabbath or keep Passover, if you keeping the laws of God, you are my brother. It's that simple. So we know we the 12 tribes of Israel. We know we brothers by blood, right? But even in today's sense, because all Israel is not Israel, right? I want to get that precept real quick. If I could find it. That's the spirit that just came to my head. Damn, I don't even know the precept. Hey, Sean, you there, Rock?
Khan.
Hey, what's the precept that say all Israel is not Israel?
Hold on.
You don't know it, it's cool. I can just,
I want
paraphrase.
to say Romans 9.
Romans 9.
Khan. Maybe 9 and 6.
Okay, Con, let me see. Yep, that's it. The water.
Khan.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 6, and it reads, "Not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are Israel." Right? So just because you a so-called Israelite, right? You an Israelite, you come from the tribe of Judah, Asher, Zebulun, Naphtali, uh, Benjamin, Gad, Levi. Just because we from the same lineage, we come from the same forefathers and foremothers, that do not mean that, hey, you still might not be our people. You still not our people. And what I mean by that is, you could be, let's say, for example, you can be just some brothers that hate us. You know, you can be a brother that just see me on the street and might just rob me or put a gun to my head just to take something from me. If that's the spirit you moving in, you are not Israel because you're not keeping commandments. So yes, our people, the biblical literal Israelites, but you also got Jake and Eve in the world that's out here doing all type of madness. And this scripture is for them, for they are not all Israel, which are Israel. Hell, if you ask them what's their nationality, they might say they a damn Christian or I'm a Muslim. Brother, that's a religion. That's not even a damn nationality, right? So all Israel is not Israel. I'm gonna read verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are accounted for the seed. Right? So, again, going back on Jake and Eve in the world, they're Israelites. Okay, cool. They're gonna get they have the promises still for them to get eternal life, to get the kingdom. Cool. But that still don't change the fact that right now, Jake and Eve, you a Gentile, right? So going back to verse 6, not all Israel, for they are not all Israel, which are Israel. So again, you still an Israelite, but you moving like a damn African, or you moving like a damn Edomite or Ishmaelite, right? Not all Israel is Israel, right? So going back to that, let me go back to that Matthew. I moved a little too fast. I might need 2 slides. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So now we got to figure out what is the will of God. Because Yahweh shall like, hey, if you're doing the will of God, that's how you know you my brother. That's how you know you Israel. If you out here keeping commandments, if you out here teaching your people to not eat shrimp, lobster, crab legs, to wear a beard on your face, to not teaching brothers to not whore out their sisters, teaching sisters to put on a skirt and take off the damn put her damn breasts up, put her ass cheeks up, stop smoking weed, stop overly drinking, keep the Sabbath, right? If you teaching our people these things, right? That's the will of God, right? That's the whole, right? So that's the whole duty of man. So, that is the will of God. So I'm gonna get that. So book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion. Salakia. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So this is literally the will of God that I just read. That if you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that Moses taught our people in Salakia, that Moses taught our people, right, given from the Most High, right? That's the whole duty of man. So literally, if you keeping the Shabbat, if you keeping Passover, Feast of Dedication, right? If you keeping the laws of God, this is the will of God, right? And this is how Yahweh Shah said, you'll know you my brethren. So same for me, same for the brother Sean, right? If you keeping the laws of God, right, you is our brother. It's plain upon tables. Right. So I'm gonna get a little more on that. And then I'm gonna pass it to you after this, Sean. I just lost my train of thought quick. So this is the book of John 15 and 10. If you keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. Right? So again, it's plain upon tables. If you keeping the commandments, right? And then if you keep the commandments of God, if you keep the laws of God that the Lord gave us, you're literally doing the will of God. This is how you show that you love God. This is how you know if we're brothers or not. This is how you know if you're my sister, if you're my mother, just like Yahweh Shah said. So I'm gonna read, I'm gonna get this precept, Sean, then I'm gonna pass it to you after this one. So this is the book of 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. Verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Right? So, I'm reiterating the same point with different scriptures to kind of, I gotta nail the point home, right? So again, this is how you know this is the will of God right here, to keep the commandments. This is how you know you my brother if you keep these laws. Sean, you ready? You ready to hop in there?
You might have to read some of these precepts for me.
I got
I
you.
left the book in the car. You give me the book of John 15 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, like the brother was going in, hey, he was making some mighty points. Hey, we have to be our brother's keeper. Hey, most of us, damn near all of us, hey, where we coming from? We're coming from right out the world. And the world that teaches you, hey, being your brother keeper, that's damn going to hoop with him on Fridays. Kind of go hoop. You play damn Jake and them from the north side. You from the south side. Y'all running 4-on-4s. Y'all kind of win. $100 game. Afterward, y'all go celebrate. Y'all go to the damn bar, get some rounds. Hey, at the end of the night, y'all see who leave with the baddest Eve. Hey, that's what Jake think being his brother keeper is. You kind of in the bar watching your brother back. Hey, you remember going out in the world? You got that one brother who just kind of watch everybody. Hey, he kind of in your team. On your team, he just watching everybody. Kind of got the pistol on him. Hey, he ready for war, man. Hey, Jake think that's being your brother's keeper. It is in a sense, but when it comes to these scriptures, hey, it's a whole nother level. You could bring that out when you got it. Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, I'm muted. My fault. You want
Oh,
John
you good?
15 and 12?
I believe that's it. Yeah, you can bring it up.
Okay, Con. It's the book of John 15 and 12. This is my commandment that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Hey, it says, "This is my commandment that you love one another. Hey, as the Most High and His only begotten Son has loved us, man. Hey, the Most High gave His life for us, and He's saying that's how we supposed to love our brothers." But hey, damn, Jake, man, kind of asked Jake. Hey, like the brother was saying earlier, brother kind of ride past his brother at the bus stop. He say, "Man, I ain't got time to pick this nigga up. I gotta go get my rib." Hey, damn, Jake in the world, and we can't be like a worldly Jake. Hey, read that from the top, Slovakia.
Con, it's John 15 and 12. This is my commandment that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Hey, love one another as the Most High has loved us. Hey, like I said, He gave His life for us. I mean, Jake, we got to ask ourselves, even brothers in this truth, are you really willing to give your life for your brother? And we had that situation down in Chicago with brothers. It was brother, let's say some of them damn Ishmaelites, whatever the hell they was, kind of put out some AKs. And we seen the brother Mike or the brother Solomon standing there, right in the damn scope. Damn Ishmael aiming right at him. Hey, what brother will be willing to step in front of that brother? I mean, we got to ask ourselves these questions. Hey, are we really willing to give our lives for our brother? But hey, let's start with the simple things. Like, hey, if your brother needs something and you got it, will you help your brother? Hey, we got to ask ourselves these things. You keep reading.
Con, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Hey, and
Hey,
this the spirit, real quick. Just to I'm gonna pass it back to you, but it's like it. This the spirit, because this the same precept that I had, and I really wanted to touch on this. But yeah, you got it out.
if you got some points on it, go ahead.
Nah, do your thing. I can hold it up.
Hey, time. It says that a man will lay down his life for his friend. Hey, damn, Jake, hey, he ain't even really lay down a couple of dollars. Jake got $100 in his pocket. And his brother say, man, he don't even ask. He just kind of sitting there, scratching his head, holding his stomach, the damn corners of his mouth white. Hey, you know the brother hungry and thirsty, man. But instead, Jake, he thinking in his head, man, shit, my bottle will cost me 50. I need $20 so I can get to the damn club tonight. Shit, I'm gonna have damn $30 left. I need that 30. I want some damn Papa John's, man. And his brother sitting there hungry. Hey, it says, well, a man lay down his life for his friend. You keep reading.
Con, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Hey, it says, ye are my friends if you do so whatever I command you. So, hey, we might have to look at brothers, sisters. You might have to look at sisters. Hey, on this walk, you might have to look at them and say, I mean, we could kind of look and see. It's a precept on that. It goes into kind of examining yourself. I'm gonna find that precept before we done. But Con, you'll read that part one more time for me. I lost track.
Con, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you.
So, hey, if you see your friend ain't really doing these commandments, your homegirl, your homeboy, whether in the truth or out this truth, hey, you gotta mark them. Hey, it says Yahushua is saying you're my friend if you follow these damn commandments. So it's no different from somebody I might be hanging with. I got partners in the world still. I might have to look at them and say, hey, brother, you might not be a true friend because you're not keeping these commandments. And it's a precept on that. I want to say Sirach, possibly 29:1. If you don't mind pulling that for me out.
Con, I got you. Sirach 29:1.
Either that or Sirach 9:10.
Sirach. Okay. Damn, what the hell the apocrypha? Let me just get my sword because this be too slow sometimes. Sirach 9:10. So Sirach 9:10 is forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
Hey, it says forsake not an old friend. So hey, like I was saying, I got friends in this world. And I've been friends with them since I was a kid. So I'm not gonna forsake them because it's hard to come past a good friend. But hey, if they're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, I mean, I might have to keep a little distance from them. You read that second part?
Con, a new friend is as new wine. When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure.
It says a new friend is as old wine. When it's old, you'll drink it with pleasure. So hey, we meet brothers in this truth. Never met them before. Hey, that don't mean just be super buddy with everybody. That's because somebody come in the truth and they say, Kwam Yasharala. They call you Ak and and they salute you. Hey, that don't mean just be best friends with everybody. It says be your brother's keeper. Hey, you don't want to be the brother, right? Some brother, he's been in the damn truth for 42 days. He just learned damn Genesis 1:1. But the brother kind of saying, man, check it out, right? Hey, I think I got a new understanding on this damn breakdown on Isaiah damn 14:1. Hey, I don't think it's the other nations going into captivity. I think it's Israel. And you kind of like, okay, kind of rubbing your head, just okay. Hey, no, you got to mark brothers.
God.
Hey, you don't want to be that brother. So, hey, you have to be your brother's keeper. And you're your brother's keeper if you're marking just odd behavior. Hey, no matter who it's from. If it's from a brother that you've known 30 years or it's from the new brother who come in kind of mighty, you got to mark brothers for the protection of your brother. And you'll give me go ahead.
Now, what you was finna say?
I'll go ask for a precept. I could bring the precepts out now. Got this tablet.
All right, shit. I had Sirach, what it is, 6 and 7 on proving a friend. Prove a friend first.
Bring it out.
So this is the book of Sirach, 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Like the brother said, if you get a friend, you got to prove that man. I don't give a damn how long your garment is. I don't care how quick you kind of teaching. And before you even think of the precept you want, I'll say, I got it. And he got the right damn precept every time. That don't matter. It says prove a friend. Because I know all of us can attest. And we've been in this truth for a little second. Hey, we've seen brothers come and go. Brothers was kind of out there doing their thing, teaching. Like, man, this brother might be on fire. Brother after feast days, kind of on the grill. He got two specialists flipping damn burgers and steaks. Hey, it's a mighty brother. Next thing you know, the brother kind of whispering in your ear, hey, Hawk. Hey, man, I just heard something crazy on the side. I heard a Jake say, damn, God is a dog. If you spell God's backwards, it means dog. And this brother claimed to be an Israelite out here in Madison. Now, what type of food? This brother said God is a dog because if you spell it backwards, it spells dog. I just kind of had to scratch my head at this brother.
Man.
Hey, brother, now what type of fool would I be to say, you know what, this brother is in the truth. I don't care what he's talking about. That's Israel right there. Man, brother, come to the new moon, brother. Next thing you know, he in the corner talking to a brother. Now that brother teaching at camp, and he's teaching the damn sheep that God is a dog. Hey, that would be a error on my part for even bringing that brother around. Now you read that from the top up.
Hey, I was gonna say, I ain't gonna say the brother name, but the brother that was kicking it with us for a minute, talking about chain him and rape him, chain and rape the damn white women and shit.
Damn. You were. You have it.
Huh?
No, Con. You
Go in on that if you want. I got a precept real quick.
Okay, Con. Yeah, I was just saying, like you were saying, bro, I'm just agreeing with you, you know, that you can't, like, I'm gonna read it again. It's Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. So before you just, you know, so quick to want to tell a brother all your business, want to invite him over to your crib, kind of kicking it with your family, you know, bringing his rib around. She may got spirits on her. Now she putting them on your rib. His kids may got spirits on them. Now they putting them on your kids, right? So you gotta prove people first before you so fast to just credit them and say, hey, this my nigga, or this my op, this my dog. I'll lay my life down for this brother. You know, because we know, hey, chiefly we have to lay our life down for our brother, right? That's the spirit. That's what we commanded to do, right? But hey, every brother don't feel that way. Brother you might be at camp, a brother, somebody get to shoot, like the brother said, like Sean said, in the damn the green dot right in the middle of your forehead, and the brother next to you see it, but he in his head he like, hey man, I gotta live for my kids, brother. You just gonna kind of have to deal with that damn M16 shot to the head, because I'm not jumping in front of it. My damn son got to graduate next week. I'm not, hey, brother, you just gonna have to get shot. That ain't got nothing to do with me, right? And a brother like that, you shouldn't be so quick to credit. Yes, he's an Israelite, but we know, like Romans said, all Israel is not Israel. And I'm gonna keep reading this because it's a lot of meat on this Sirach. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. So, you know, that's basically saying, you know, it's a lot of people that's going to call you, even in this truth, that's going to say you their brother, how much they love you, how mighty you is, etc., right? But he only saying that for his own well-being. He only want to come to your crib just because damn, hey, he know you keep the biggest bottle of damn tequila in the whole nation. So the brother love coming to kick it at your crib because he know your rib gonna cook some chicken wings, rotel dip. You got the PS6. It ain't even out yet. You got the PS6, biggest bottle of tequila, right? You know, your house just a spot. And you got Jake, man, again, even in the truth, like, okay, he just want to kick, he just want to be at your crib now, just for his own benefit, right? You might have a brother that's, you know, secretly hate you. He kind of just want to come to your crib just because, hey, he like the way your rib say shalom. Like, damn, my rib don't say shalom king, shalom Lord to me. I want to go to this brother crib and hear shalom Lord. Right? So you got to be careful with brothers like that because, you know, you don't know everybody's intention. And contrary to popular belief, everybody in this walk is not genuine. I'm going to be completely honest. Now, this me going off script and this just me talking as a man now, me being a brother to my nation, right? Because just because, again, hey, just because he got on fringes, just like Sean said, just because he got on fringes, got the mightiest Shalom, the mightiest Kwame Asharala, the mightiest teacher, reader, you know, whatever, you know, fruit that he got in his truth, just because he, you know, amazing at them things, do not mean that this brother see you as a friend. He might just see you as, you know, you just another damn Israelite. Like, I don't give a damn about you. So, you know, we can't be so quick. Because even me in the beginning, like, you know, I first came in the truth couple years back. I'm like, oh, it's good. Is this supposed to be all love, you know, because I'm a genuine guy. So this is supposed to be all love, it's perfect. I'm thinking here, this is just a buddy thing. And come to find out, you know, brothers still dealing with putting off the old man. You know, brothers still got real life situations. Every brother don't follow the scriptures verbatim. They put their own spin and twist on it, right? So that's all I want to say. Like, you know, you just can't be so quick to, you know, act like and say this brother your best friend. Because like the brother say, you only knew him a week, and now he just your best friend. You know, again, like verse 8 say, brothers, folks come around for an occasion, but they'll not be there the day of trouble. So like I was saying earlier, you might need somewhere to stay. You might caught a flat tire. You kind of call the brother. He keeps sending you the voicemail. He keeps saying, oh, I'm busy right now. I can't do it. That's a brother that's there, but he'll come to your crib for the feast days and kick it. That's a brother that's saying he's a brother for his own occasion. So I'm going to go to verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to an, I don't know what that, an enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. So that's like, hey, we at Passover, we at school, you know, we eating the lamb, we drinking the wine, right? We kicking it, we doing our thing, right? And the brother, you know, we sitting at the table and he just acting like it's all good, like it's just all love. We Israelites, Kwam Yasharah, right? Having a mighty good time, merry good time, right? But you may need somebody one day just to go over scriptures with you, or you may need some exhortation, or you may need some, you know, some, like I say, some exhortation. You may need a brother to tell you some words, just talk to you, show you some scriptures that's just going to stop you from killing yourself. Right? But every brother, again, will not continue in that day of affliction. So you going through your affliction, now the brother he fell off the face of the earth. He stops, you texting him, hey, Ak, I'm depressed. Hey, Ak, I think I just want to kill myself like Job. I want to just, you know, I want to just take my own life like Job said he wanted to. And then it'll be all good. And the brother kind of just telling you, oh, do what you got to do, King. You good. Job thought, you can do it. That's off as hell, bro. That's off. That's stupid. Right? So I'm going to go to verse 11. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and hide himself from thy face. So that's what I was just saying. Like, you may be going through the toughest time of your life. You may need $5 to get on the bus, or you may just need some words of encouragement. And this brother, he hide himself. He fall off the face of the earth. He stopped responding to your texts. He stopped responding to your DMs, right? Because it's not about him no more. He not getting none, or she not getting none. So he don't want to deal with you. So this is what the Lord calls that man that don't want to be a brother in your day of affliction. Verse 13, separate thyself from thine enemy and take heed of thy friends. So the Lord like, hey, that's your enemy, bro. He don't care whether you live, die, starve, your kids, stomach in their back, whatever. He doesn't care. You have to mark this man as an enemy. Yes, he's Israel, but this man, he clearly doesn't have the fruits of the spirit. He don't care about you. It's a reason he not responding to your text. It's not a coincidence. He don't care about you. Yes, you're an Israelite. We're commanded to love each other, but he don't care about you, bro. And you got to be okay with that because everybody ain't genuine in this thing. So verse 14, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that have found such in one have found a treasure, man. So if you got a faithful friend, if you got a brother in this truth or out of this truth that you know just come at the drop of a dime, no matter what you going through, you know, I don't even want to say a shootout. I don't want to get carnal, but Jake and the world being shootouts. And brothers done been there. You gotta, hey, call somebody. They pulling up. Like that one was always pulling up, no matter where you at, what the circumstance. If you call me, I'm there. And that was me in the world. I'm gonna crash out for my friends. If I love you, if I ate with your family, if my kids ate with your kids, whatever, anything that makes you a friend, hey, I'm gonna be that strong defense. I'm going to be that faithful friend. And everybody in this walk is not gonna be that faithful friend. Every brother, just because he got on fringes, is not finna just come. And I'm gonna get into this. He not just gonna come be like Joe's friends and just cry on the tree with you for 7 days. Brother's not doing that. Niggas gonna get tired. Oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I gotta go read my kids a bedtime story. Hey, Ark, I gotta go. I gotta run to the liquor store. I'm gonna come back. Never show up again. That's not a faithful friend. But a man that will do that, that's a good treasure. So verse 15, nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellence is unvaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find them. So the Lord, like, hey, if you keeping my commandments and you fear me, I'm gonna give you a faithful friend. Even if that's one person, even if it's one brother in the truth, you know what I'm trying to say. So you got some brothers in the truth where, they may have a lot of friends in the truth. Of course, we are brothers, but you got some brothers where, they kind of buddy with a lot of brothers in the nation. And that's beautiful. That is an amazing thing. But you got some brothers who more so like myself, it kind of take time because we coming out of the world, we've been through things. So I can laugh with you, kick it with you, everything, but that don't mean that, I feel like you will lay your life on the line for me. Or that don't mean, I would I know you, that don't mean you would, I feel like you would come, just I'm gonna say, for example, just watch my kids. Right? Because every brother is not willing to do that. But if you fear the Lord, if you keep the commandments, the Lord gonna give you a faithful friend, and it's gonna feel like good medicine. Whenever I'm with my brother Sean, when it's just me and him, it's always like medicine. It's good vibes. Whatever I was feeling that day, I don't feel it no more. We might drink some strong drink. We might go eat, whatever. And the brothers stay an hour away. But it always feel like medicine when I'm with this brother. That's a brother, I can say without a doubt in my mind, he'll lay his life down on the line for me. This is a faithful friend. That's medicine to be around this brother. Right? And it's the last verse. And I can go to something else. So verse 17, whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. So, again, this, I encourage everybody to read Sirach 6 because the whole chapter is beautiful, plenty of wisdom. But like I was saying, you can't be so quick to just credit somebody and say, oh, just because he got on fringes, right? This is my friend. No, that's your brother. You don't know him from a can of paint. Y'all had one conversation. That's not your friend. That's your brother, right? And it's still gonna be the same love. You know what I mean? I will still lay my life down on the line for any Israelite. Give my laughs to any Israelite. But I know every Israelite won't do that for me, and that's okay. Everybody don't have that spirit. And just because I give you my last, that don't mean that, we're necessarily buddy like that. Still love you to death. Still will do anything for you, but I know you wouldn't go all the way for me like that. So it's levels when it comes to friendship, to brotherhood, right? So now I want to go to the book of John, right? Because Yahushua, he had real, like Jacob say, hey, like I say, Yahushua, he had real niggas around him. I'm gonna just be real. Peter was a gangster. Like Peter was one of the most gangster men. Like I'm gonna just get into that. But Yahushua, he had real friends around. So it's the book of John 18:1. When Yahushua had spoken these words, he went forth with his disciples over the brook Cedron, where was a garden into which he entered and his disciples. So this was around the time where Judas, this was finna right before this when Judas betrayed Yahushua, right? So he got the disciples with him. He walking into the garden. You got Judas, the man that Judas ratted Yahushua out to, he sold him out to. They came to this garden looking for Yahushua. So I'm gonna go to verse 8. Yahushua answered, I have told you that I am he. If therefore ye seek me, let these go your way, that the saying might be fulfilled which he spake. Of them which thou gavest me have I lost none. And this the point. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, he drew it and smote the priest's servant, and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. So, hey, bro, like I said, Peter was a gangster. He loved Yahushua so much that he willing to cut off ear. He willing to kill for Yahushua. That's a brother. That's being your brother keeper. Now, even though Yahushua rebuked him because prophecy had to be fulfilled, but nonetheless, this is a brother. This is a friend. This is somebody I want around me that's gonna cut off a heathen ear if they got to, regardless of the consequence. Like just the fact, we gotta use wisdom, of course, but just the fact he'll do it. A damn Hamite run up on me, try to run up on me. Hey, brother, just flatline him, just knock him out before he can even get in my face. Because I know I'm that type brother. So it's a beautiful thing having brother. This is a brother. This is the type people you want around you that won't let nobody harm you. These men was coming to take Yahushua to put him to death. But Peter wasn't going. He like, nah, bro, y'all not finna, this is my dog. Y'all not finna take him. We gonna have to die. And I love that. This is a beautiful chapter as well, because Peter, he was not going. He's slicing off ears, right? So now I want to get into, and I spoke a little bit about it earlier. I want to get into Job friends. Because Job, he had faithful friends too. He had that good medicine around him. So this is the book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 11. Now, when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, so this when Job, he was catching all hell. His wife was going off, sick. Job had lost everything, just to sum it up. And he was still faithful to the Lord. So verse 11. Now, when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon them, they came everyone from his own place. I'm going to jump down. For they had made an appointment together to come mourn with him and to comfort him. So, hey, Job catching hell, and I'm pretty sure his friends was busy. It say they made an appointment to come together. So they didn't have iPhones, but that's like saying they just got on the phone. I'm like, hey, Sean, hey, brother, I need you. I know you busy. I know I know you just got off work, but I really need you. And you just say, hey, brother Sean, like, hey, all right, I'll be there in 10, I can be there in 30 minutes. So they made an appointment to go mourn, to go be there for their brother, right? I'm going to jump to verse 13. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. Now, listen, me personally, I love when it's quiet. I love to just sit in peace, sit in my house. I don't have to hear no noise, no music. I can just sit in peace, think, focus, be there, pray, meditate, be in the spirit of the Lord, just chill, whatever. I love sitting in quiet. So these men, they felt Job pain so much that they like, hey, they just went to sit for 7 days. They didn't even say a word for 7 days. You know how mighty that is? You might be going through something today, and Jacob talk about it a little bit. He say, well, damn, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. Is anything you need me to do? He see you mourning. Your mama just died, whatever the case. You lost your job. You just lost all your bread, whatever. And Jake, 10 minutes later, Jake, hey, you want to hear this new song that just came out by Kendrick Lamar? Or man, guess what happened on 2K today? Like, bro, nigga, I just lost everything. I don't want to talk. I just want to sit here in peace or listen to this music. I don't want to talk all the time. And Joe's friends understood him so much that they like, hey, man, we ain't even got to talk, bro. We just going to be here to support you. This is a brother. These were brothers. These men were being their brother's keeper. They just went there to comfort them, give them a hug, right? Brothers, you got to embrace your brother. Just give him a hug sometime. I embrace my brother. I'm going to hug my brother anytime. Tell you I love you, embrace you with a strong grip. Like, I love you, bro. Job had them kind of friends, right? So, I know I've been going for a while, Sean. You got some? Because I got hella precepts.
You want to Hey, mighty points by the brother, man. Hey, also a beautiful account right there in the scriptures. Hey, I mean, it's plenty of accounts in these scriptures to show you what real brotherhood is. Hey, what true brotherly love is, man. And what being your brother's keeper is. I'm gonna bring out another account. It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20. I'm gonna start at verse 30. It says, then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan. Now, for those who don't know this account, Saul was a king of Israel. And Jonathan, that was his oldest son. So they're having a conversation right now. It says, then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan. And he said unto him, thou son of the perverse, rebellious woman. And we all know what that means. In modern day terms, that's damn near thou son of a B word. Saul, he kind of heated with his son right now. And he said, thou son of the perverse, rebellious woman, do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Jesse, which is mighty King David? It says, thou hast chosen the son of Jesse to thine own confusion and unto the confusion of thy mother's nakedness. So he's basically telling his son, Jonathan, like, why are you taking up for this fool David? Are you going crazy right now? What's wrong with you? I'm going to read on verse 31. It says, for as long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. So he's saying, hey, man, as long as King David is alive and you don't do nothing about it, and you don't help me take him out, hey, you jeopardizing your riches. You jeopardizing everything you can have. A kingdom. Hey, that was the son of a king. That was a prince. And he's basically telling them, hey, if you take up for this man, King David, if you don't help me take him out, hey, you're done for it. Hey, everything, the riches, all that, you're not getting it. Hey, Jake, nowadays, man, you kind of tell Jake, let an Edomite come and say, hey, Jamal, hey, I need you to tell me what Brian did yesterday in the break room. And Jake kind of he starts sweating. Man, I don't want to lose my job, you know, me and Brian, me and B, we cool, but shit, you kind of tell Esau, yeah, he had a roach in his pocket. Kind of get a man up. But hey, What did Saul do? And he sacrificed his riches. And I'm going to read on. It says, wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die. So Saul's like, man, go get David. I'm going to take your riches. I'm going to take everything from you. Hey, we got to kill this man. Let's see what Jonathan said, though. And Jonathan answered Saul, his father, and said unto him, wherefore shall he be slain? So he's questioning it. He ain't say, oh, yeah, come on, let's go do this, Pops. Come on, man, let's hop on a horse and go ride out. And no, he's questioning. He's saying, hey, why are we doing this? Is this righteous? I mean, what are we doing this for? I'm going to read on. It says, wherefore shall he be slain? What hath he done? Verse 33. And Saul cast a javelin at him to smite him. Hey, this is a king of Israel at the time. Hey, nowadays, Jake, 125 pounds, 6'3", and can't lift 100-pound damn dumbbell. Back then, hey, imagine how our forefathers, how mighty and big and strong they was. Hey, Saul, he kind of picked up a javelin and just kind of cast it at his son to smite him. I'm going to keep reading. It says, whereby Jonathan knew that it was determined of his father to slay David. So, hey, when Saul kind of threw that javelin at him, he's like, hey, Pops ain't playing. He finna get down on David. Hey, he's showing he'll get down on me to get to David. So, hey, let's see what happens. This is verse 34. So Jonathan arose from the table in fierce anger. Hey, Jonathan kind of got up. Hey, he ain't kind of flee. He ain't run out crying because Saul threw a javelin at him. Hey, nowadays, let your pops, for Jake who got their pops around, kind of come at you with a belt. Kind of do this to you. Hey, like when Matt Barnes did the ball to Kobe. Hey, nowadays, brothers go kind of flinch. They go kind of give in. All right, Pops. Damn, Pops, chill out. I'm going to tell you what you want to know. Hey, nah, Jonathan, he got up in anger and did eat no meat the second day of the month. So, hey, he was so distraught about this, and he couldn't even eat. And nowadays, Jake got a best friend in this truth. And his damn best friend going through it. He just lost his house, his job, his damn car. He living on the damn streets at the local homeless shelter. And Jake kind of 2 blocks away eating McDonald's, smoking a damn blunt. Hey, no, Jonathan, no, it says Jonathan arose from the table in fierce anger and did not eat meat the second day, and did not eat no meat the second day of the month, for he was grieved for David because his father had done him shame. So, hey, Jonathan, I should say, was so ashamed. I mean, he couldn't even eat. Hey, you know how distraught, how messed up you got to be to not eat? Hey, Jake, I know, Jake, we lost loved ones in the world, real close people in our lives. And hey, you get to the point where you're just sitting there all day, just lowly, countenance low. Hey, your grandmama come over with a plate at the repast and say, here you go, baby, eat this dressing and these greens. I got some turkey on here. And that might be the only time you don't damn eat. But you know, Jake, he still kind of pick up at the greens. And hey, David, Salakia, Jonathan was so distraught he couldn't eat. I'm gonna read on. It's verse 35. Salakia, I'm gonna jump to verse, trying to get to the point. I'm gonna go to 37. And when the lad was come to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried after the lad and said, it is not that. So like I'm gonna jump to verse 40. It says, and Jonathan gave his artillery unto his lad. And Jonathan gave King David his sword. Hey, modern day, we all know what artillery is. Hey, that's like me, like the brother Solomon coming and saying, man, Sean, hey, somebody after me, man. These damn Hamites stay on my head. And I got one gun. And hey, Jake know how much he love his damn guns, man. Hey, I got one pistol. I got a damn 9mm with 4 bullets in it. And I live in the hood. So, and I say, here, Solomon, man, take this. And I ain't even worried about my safety. I want you to be safe. And that's the mindset that Jonathan had. It said, and Jonathan gave his artillery unto his lad, and unto his friend, unto his brother. And he gave his weapon to his brother and said unto him, go carry them to this city. And Khan, I'm gonna end it on that, man. So hey, the point is, hey, look how hard Jonathan went for his damn brother. Hey, what it say? The brother brought it out earlier. Hey, what's the precept about if you ain't Israel your real family? He brought it out earlier.
Was it Romans 9:6 you said, or 6 and 9?
Khan, it was one of them. But Khan, brothers get the point, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you want to find a precept, just Google it, Israel. But Khan, hey, Saul might have been Jonathan's father. Hey, his quote unquote family. But hey, what the Lord say? Hey, if you're not of Israel, if you're not keeping these commandments, hey, you're not family. Hey, those who keep the commandments are family. Hey, and that's who Jonathan ultimately was protecting. So, hey, brothers, and real quick, I'm gonna get the book of Sirach. All right, pull it up real quick. Sirach 29. I'm gonna start from the top. Khan. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 29, verse 1. It says, he that is merciful will lend unto his neighbor. Hey, him that is merciful. I'm gonna go into this word merciful real quick. Hey, this word merciful, for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure we all got to understand it. Forgiving, compassionate, gracious. Salakia. Forbearing, soft-hearted, tender-hearted, kind, patient. Let me go back to my verse. So, hey, those who are forbearing, Salakia. Go back to my verse. Salakia. And I'm going to read it from the top. It's Ecclesiastes 29:1. It says, he that is merciful. So, hey, he who is kind-hearted, a forbearing, forgiving, a willing to lend a hand to his brother, it says he will lend unto his neighbor. And he that strengtheneth his hand and keepeth the commandments. So, hey, when you lend to your neighbor, hey, you kind of building him up, strengthening his hand. Hey, if my brother Mike need $50, hey, and I got $100, hey, and I know this a good, righteous brother, why wouldn't I help this brother out? Hey, and I give him the 50. Now the brother could do what he needs to do. Hey, now he could get his car fixed. Hey, now he got a ride to work. Now he can get paid. Now he can make his money to pay his bills. Hey, I just strengthen my brother's hand. Hey, a lot of our people, they selfish and they ain't willing to do that. And it says in Lucky verse 2, lend to thy neighbor in time of his need. Hey, so you gotta ask yourself, Jake, in this truth, Jake, in the world, hey, are you willing to lend to your brother in time of need? And we all probably could do better on that. If my brother needs whatever and I got it, even if I give him 90% of what I got and I could still get by until I get some more money or whatever, hey, I need to lend to my brother. And it says, and pay thou thy neighbor again in due season. Keep thy word and deal faithfully with him. But if I tell the brother, hey, brother, I could give you a ride to work tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Then the brother called me at 5 a.m. He's like, yeah, I'll be ready at 5:30. And I kind of ignored the text. I'm asleep. I've been drinking all night. I'm kind of, damn, this nigga here, man. I'm trying to get this sleep. This is my one day off. Hey, no, that's off, man. It says, keep thy word and deal faithfully with him, and thou shalt always find the things that is necessary for thee. Many, when a thing was lent them, reckon it to be found, and put them to trouble that help them. So, hey, and don't be that one brother, man. Hey, brother say he'll give you a ride, he'll give you a damn ride. Then 2 months later, you got a brand new 2023 Mercedes-Benz, and this brother's 99 Corolla breakdown. You kind of see his car smoking on the side of the road. He all under the trunk, smoke blowing in his face. You kind of hurry up and try to speed past. Want to be that brother, man. But Khan, you got a point, you could jump in there.
Khan, mighty points, mighty edification, bro. So I want to go and just get these last couple precepts out, because I still got plenty left, and I see we already an hour in. I ain't gonna hold you all night. Yeah. So, as a brother, it's ways you have to conduct yourself. So if I'm calling you my brother, calling you a friend, it's certain things that by law, bro code for one, but also the laws of God too, that I'm just not gonna do to you. So I'm not gonna look at your wife. I'm not gonna take from you. I'm not gonna harm you, give you my last, right? If I'm calling you a brother, it's a way I'm gonna conduct myself. It's a code. So, and even Yahushua, he spoke on that code. So I'm gonna get into that. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one come and said unto him, Good master, what good things shall I do that I have eternal life? So this was the dude was asking Yahushua, hey, what I need to do to get eternal life, to get the kingdom. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. So verse 18, it's the point. He said unto him, which? Yahushua said, Thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. So if you're my brother, all these things Yahushua just named by law, I will not do to you. Even if we was the last two people on earth, it's not going to happen. So I'm not my brother Sean. I would never murder this brother, harm this brother, sleep with this man's wife. I wouldn't steal a quarter from this brother. And I damn sure wouldn't allow him. Hey, and it's in the law. Bro code, man code, God code, whatever you want to call it, is in the law. I cannot do these things to you if I love the Lord. It's that simple. Verse 19, honor thy father and mother. So, hey, I'm going to even love this brother, father and mother, just because it's his father and mother, and this is my brother. So I'm going to treat this brother, father and mother, the same way he would, with none but respect, none but honor, the utmost respect. That's because I'm my brother's keeper. That's because I love this brother and this brother love me. So, again, it's a code of conduct, right? So if the brother seen me going off, and he say he love me and he see me going off and he don't say nothing, that means this brother don't truly love me, right?
Hey, so lucky, I got a quick precept on that.
If you finna get Proverbs 27:5, don't do it, because I'm finna get that.
Go get it out the law.
Leviticus.
Khan.
Yeah, I was looking for that early. I couldn't even find it.
You want me to bring it out for you?
Khan, go ahead.
Khan, it's Leviticus 19 and 17. Yep. It says, Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. So, that's going right into what I'm finna go into. I'm not going to allow this brother to sin because he's my brother. Right. And that ain't, I thought you was finna get, what's the precept, man, on basically righteous snitching in Leviticus? I can't even think of it. But yeah, so nonetheless, I'm not finna suffer sin upon this brother. So I'm not finna go around this brother sinning. I'm not finna damn go around enticing him like, hey, I think we should damn hit the hoe stroll. Let's pick up some hoes and do our thing. Or hey, I got a blunt. You might as well hit it. Ain't nobody around. That's off. I'm suffering my brother to sin. Right? I'm not gonna go around my brother with none of that madness. I'm not gonna do none of the madness. But even if I was, by law, it's you can't. I wouldn't go around my brother to do none of that. I'm gonna rebuke him, right? And if I was doing that, I know the brother would rebuke me. So that's going right into what I was finna get. So this Proverbs 27:5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. I'm gonna read it again. Open rebuke is better than secret love. So if I see the brother going off, like I was just saying, if he doing anything that's transgressing the laws of God, right? Or if the brother just incorrect on something biblically, right? It's my duty as a brother to rebuke him, meaning to correct him. Because that's all correction is. Correction is love. If I correct my son and tell him, hey, son, you don't supposed to tie your shoe like this, you're supposed to tie it like this, that's me loving my son, right? That's rebuke. Or, hey, man, you done missed 4 Shabbats. You can't miss no more Shabbats, bro. Bring your ass to camp. That's me rebuking my brother. Rebuke is better than secret love. So if a brother say he your brother and he not rebuking you, he not correcting you when you tripping, he not correcting you for you to have better understanding, and he just letting it fly, that brother don't really love you, or she don't really love you, sis. It's that simple, right? So and also, if somebody is your brother, damn, what I done did. Oh shit. Salakia. I done took down the damn page. Bakan. So, like I was saying, if you love your brother, you also entitled to, by law, you entitled to bear his burdens. So, that's literally what Job friends did in the account we read earlier. They bared they bared their brother's burden, right? Because they may not have wanted to just go out there and just sit with him for 7 days, but the brother was going through so much that they bared his burden, right? So I'm gonna get that. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 2. Salakia. Galatians 6 and 2. Bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach. So, for example, if the brother Sean is depressed, suicidal, going through whatever infirmities, whatever the case, as a brother, it's my duty to check on the brother, to see if he need anything, to see if there's anything I can do, no matter what it is. Brother might need me to damn, he might say, hey, I just, we do this all the time. Hey, I ain't up for the drive right now. Can you drive for me? Whether I want to drive or not, I know my brother going through it. So I'm going to bear that burden for him, and I'm going to take the drive, whether I want to do it or not. That's bearing your brother burden, right? Or the brother might say, hey, I know we got to do the lesson tonight, but I'm a little tired. I only got 3 precepts. Can you hold it down for me? I'm gonna rebuke him if it makes sense to rebuke him. And what I mean by that is if he just didn't do a lesson and he's slothful, I'm rebuking you. But if the brother, forgot to do a lesson, I ain't had the energy, the strength to do the lesson, just been too tired doing his best, hey, I'm gonna bear my brother burden and I'm gonna hold it down for him. Vice versa, right? So if a brother say he your brother, he gonna bear your burden with you. Plain upon tables. So I'm gonna get a couple more, and I'm gonna kind of bring it home because we've been on a little minute. So again, it's laws on how you should go about dealing with things with your brother. You know, so I'm gonna get into that too. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, 15, Salakia, in verse. Wait, no, I'm tripping. Matthew 18. Matthew 18 and 15. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against him, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. So I'm gonna deal with that point first. So if the brother Sean do something to offend me, as a brother, I'm gonna go to this man and we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna say, hey, when you I'm going through it right now. When you talked about my shoes at camp, I wasn't feeling that. That joke felt a little personal. And he might say, hey, he might just say, hey, Salakia, sorry, I didn't know that offended you. Please forgive me, and we move forward. Or the brother might say, man, listen, I ain't trying to, I was just talking shit, man. If you don't think I was joking, that's on you. Hell, your shoes dirty and bent up anyway. That's off. That's off as hell. That's not a brother, because I'm telling him I'm offended and he basically like F my feelings. So reading on, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So again, if he hear me and understand I was offended, and apologize, etc., that's my brother. But if he buck up, basically like F my feelings, that's not a brother. So verse 16, but if he would not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. So again, the brother, he basically like F my feelings, your shoes dirty anyway. I ain't saying sorry, nigga. I'm standing on that. So now it's like, okay, now we gotta involve the church. So now we gotta get 2 or 3 brothers in the congregation that was witnesses to hear that, and we gotta deal with the matter. So, the brothers in the council might tell them like, yeah, you was tripping, you talking about the brother's shoes, that wasn't cool, that was off. So we have to, we gotta involve 2 or 3 more people, because we couldn't do it alone. And it be like that sometimes, because we men butt heads sometimes, right? So verse 17, and if he shall neglect to hear him, tell it unto the church. So we done had the council, 2 or 3 brothers. The brother don't want to hear it, right? So now we gotta mark him and tell it to the whole nation. Like, hey man, this is an evil brother. He don't care about his brother. I hate to say feelings, but he don't care about his brother. He don't care. He bashing brothers. He talking down on them, and he don't care. That's a brother you gotta mark. You gotta bring that brother. You gotta expose him to the whole nation, so brothers know to not deal with him if that's the spirit he moving in. Reading on, but if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. So if the brother don't adhere to the counsel, he don't apologize, he's still just bucking up and want to do his own thing. Hey, according to the law, according to the words of God, right? According to the law, we gotta treat him as a heathen. So hey, brother, you don't care about, brothers, you don't care, you just down talking brothers, you don't care what you saying. Your word is law. You ain't hearing nothing nobody got to say. Hey, we going to treat this brother just like he a damn Edomite or Hamite from here on out. You can repent on down the line, but until then, we going to mark you as a heathen.
Salakia, I got a quick
precept on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Romans 16 and 17.
It says, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. 18, for they that are such serve not the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly.
Hey, see that? So just like the brother said, you got to mark these brothers that, just kind of want to say they in the truth, but just do their own thing. You got to mark these brothers that's in a camp that keeps Shabbat, on Friday to Saturday, but he want to keep it on Wednesday. You got to mark brothers like that, right? Because that brother, he just want to do his own thing. So this how you know if a brother is a brother or not. And a lot of times, all it take is a situation, and small situations. A lot of times they expose stuff, especially when money involved. When money is involved, you learn a lot about a person. All it takes is a couple dollars, and that brother true self come out. The same way like these damn hip hop artists and the P. Diddy's of the world, right? P. Diddy is a billionaire. All it take him is he throw a couple dollars in a record deal, let you, hey, you got niggas in the industry giving up their butt to him. And giving up their butt to the white man. And this is court document that I'm saying. You can look this stuff up and see it. People gave up their butt, and amongst other things, their family sacrificed them, etc., to get a damn record deal, to get $1 million in a chain that got fake diamonds in it. Right? So, you got to know who you're dealing with. You got to mark these people. I'm gonna jump to the next point before I forget my train of thought. What was I finna get? Cause it's always better. You can always get more work done when it's more than one brother. Cause for example, it's hard to hold account if a brother if it's just him. He gotta read, he gotta teach the points, he got whole posts for himself. But if you got other brothers, that brother just can focus on teaching. This brother just focus on holding posts. This brother focus on reading. So it's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. So, hey, two is better than 1. That's why it's a sweet thing to have a friend, right? It's a beauty. You can't. It's impossible to go to war by yourself. But if you got another brother you trust and another brother that got your back, hey, y'all got a better chance now. We can't do things alone. We can't, you can't even, you really can't be in the truth if you don't have brothers and friends. Because there's nobody that's going to hold you accountable. Hell, you can't even keep the Passover for real, because you got to keep it amongst your people. So, just in everything you do, two going to always be better than 1. You can always get more done. And it's my last precept, and I'll pass it to you if you got something up, or we can close it up. So this is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 12. That is, that I may be comforted together with you by the mutual faith, both of you and me. So, you got a brother if this brother helps you keep the commandments. If this brother tells you to keep the law, have faith in Yahushua, have faith in Yahweh through his son Yahushua, like the scriptures say, have faith. This is a brother that want to see you get eternal life, a brother that teach you how to get the kingdom, how to get multiple wives in the kingdom, or how to be the best husband, the best leader for your household, how to be the best father, right? This is a brother. A brother is going to be there to teach you, instruct you. And we know, like Proverbs 27 say, iron sharpens iron. That's that 2 is better than 1 spirit. Right? So if a brother really your brother, he going to keep the laws of God with you. That's a real brother. Like Yahushua said, this is my mother. This is my brother and my sister. somebody that keep the laws with me. So with that, I'm gonna pass it to the brother. You got it out if you got something.
Mighty points once again by the brother. Hey, like the brother going into. Hey, like he said, hey, a friend, hey, that's a rare thing to have. Hey, in the world, hey, even in the truth, hey, like the scriptures say, hey, we gotta rely and we gotta go back to the accounts of our forefathers to see what a real true friend is. Hey, like we went to, hey, we went to Peter and Yahushua. Hey, we went to down Jonathan and David. Hey, right now I'm gonna go to Abraham. I'm gonna go to the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse number 11. It says, "And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their victuals, and went their way." Verse 12. "And they took Lot, Abraham's brother's son." So, hey, they took all the gold and silver. They took all the precious metals. And they took everything. They also took Lot, Abraham's nephew. Hey, I know me personally. Hey, let my sister call me and say somebody done snatched my nephew. Hey, all hell from the break loose. Hey, let the brother Solomon let a brother call me and say, hey, the damn Ishmaelites done snatched up Solomon. Hey, in the world, that was kind of, hey, I was on that. Hey, somebody call up and say Solomon been snatched up. Hey, I'm gonna be in Milwaukee and I'm stay an hour away. I'm gonna be there in 30 minutes. Hey, it says, Salapia, Genesis 14, and I was on verse 12. It says, "And they took Lot, Abraham's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed." So they kind of snatched Lot up, hey, wrapped him up, kidnapped him up, and got up out of there with him. It says, "And there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew." So, hey, another brother that got snatched up with Lot, he kind of got out the jam, ran back to Abraham, and he kind of got up with him. And that's a real friend right there. And he ain't run home to his wife and kids and say, "I'm safe, y'all," and just hug. Hey, he ran to Abraham to try to get Lot back. I'm going to keep reading. It says, "And told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Morim, the Amorite brother of Eshcol, the brother of Aner, and these were confederate with Abram." So, hey, he kind of came and told all of them, like, hey, I know where Lot is. And it says, "And these were confederate with Abram." Let's go into that word confederate real quick. That word confederate, hey, once you dive into some adjectives for it, hey, we got allied, in league, an alliance, cooperating, associates, combined. So, hey, they became allies. Hey, they became a team at that point, and they all teamed up for one reason, for their brother. Hey, damn Jake, they team up to go chase damn Eve at the club, and they think they're doing something. Hey, Jake in the damn world, hey, his homeboy gets shot, and they all team up to go ride down on the damn ops. But hey, this is being allied, or hey, getting up with your friends and righteousness. I'm gonna keep reading. It's verse 13. It says, "And there, Salakia, verse 14. And when Abram heard that his brother," and it says, "When Abram heard that his brother was taken captive." Now we all know Lot and Abraham, they're not brothers. Hey, that's Abraham's nephew. But hey, what did the scripture say? It says, "And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive," because hey, we're all Israelite brothers and sisters at the end of the day. It don't matter if my pops damn in the truth. Hey, if my damn auntie in the truth, hey, that's my brother and my sister still. I'm gonna keep reading. It says his brother was taken captive. He armed his trained servants. So hey, Abraham ain't kind of sit back and cry once he got the news where his nephew was, his brother was. Hey, it says he armed his trained servants. Hey, that's the same thing Jake do today. Hey, let something happen to one of Jake's people. Hey, you call your big cousins, your big brothers, your little brothers, and y'all kind of, hey, load up. Hey, y'all be ready to do something. And that's what Abraham and his allies were about to do. Let's read on. It says he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And so he gathered 318 of his top men, and they went out to find Lot, his nephew, it says, and he divided himself against them, he and his servants, in Salakia by night, and smote them. So, hey, moral of the story, hey, Lot, hey, he got kidnapped. Abraham got the guys together, man, and they went and got Lot. Hey, they slayed the brothers, or not the brothers, the enemies that took Lot. So, hey, that's the perfect example right there of damn brotherhood. Hey, Lot didn't kind of say, man, I got to do this on my own. Hey, this is my fight. Well, hey, he went and got his brothers, and I got a precept for that. This will be my closing precept. It's the book of, I want to say, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, in verse 15. It says, if the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, it is therefore not of the body? Question mark. So that's a question. Hey, should my foot say, hey, I ain't a part of the hand, so I'm useless? Well, hey, without the foot, I'm a run. Hey, so everything works hand in hand. I'm gonna read on. It says, and if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? And if the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now hath God set the members, every one of them, in the body, and it hath pleased him. So, moral of the story, hey, we all play a significant part in this thing. Hey, we got to show brotherly love, man. We got to be our brother's keeper. Hey, whether you the mighty teacher, whether you the mighty reader, hey, whether you the brother that just damn come around and you don't really say too, you just kind of sit in the corner. You don't read, you ain't really teaching, but you there, you trying, brother, and you're a part of this thing. Who knows? You might get built up. You might bring a number of brothers in this truth. So, hey, point is, we all play a significant role in this thing. So, hey, lesson for the night: be your brother's keeper. Hey, look out for your brethren, because hey, we got in this thing. Hey, look, if we go back into the world, hey, who go care for us? Hey, it's a precept on that. This will be my last precept. So, like, I want to say is 1 Peter 5. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. So hey, ultimately, man, hey, we supposed to be painting ourselves in the image of the Most High. Hey, this is talking about the Most High. It says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. So hey, we got to cast all our cares on each other, because we're supposed to care for each other like the Most High cares for us. Hey, if you know you ain't really doing that, we got to examine ourselves and step it up. Hey, that's all I got.
Man. Beautiful points out, beautiful lesson, right? And Lord willing, we done edified the nation with this lesson, right? Lord willing, our people now understand what it actually means to be a brother, what a brother is and what a brother not, right? So, with that, we like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Shem Mashiach, Malak Yahweh Shai. This your brother Solomon.
Brother Sean.
We signing out. Shalom.
Shalom.